Now today we have a target speaker, Gardner. Gary joined Toastmasters in February. Today Gary will do an introductory speech. Unfortunately, Gary is often interrupted by his alter ego, Jerry. Today we hope Gary gets to present his speech without interruption. Here, Gary Gardner, with his introductory speech, What is important to me, Gary Gardner? What is important to me, Gary Gardner?
I need to make sure that I let everybody know I do have this problem with my alter ego, Jerry. I'm changing the speech. It's going to be what's important to me. Me. I was born in 1950. I'm 61 years old, young, and I've had an unbelievable life, better than anybody else in this room. I grew up in Pleasant Hill, California, where we get to play war in the hills when we were kids. I love that part. Then I went to the Mount Apple School District, and I really had a lot of fun in Boy Scouts, and I became an Eagle Scout. Well, I matriculated and went through College Park High School, where I was a superior athlete and a good student. I grew up working in the grocery business, and I was a hard worker. I made $4.35 an hour in 1966. That was a fortune. Then I became a checker and was making $11.50 an hour, and that's still a fortune. But anyway, I have a good time in life, and one of the things I want to tell you about is what I did after high school. I took off and I went up the western part of the United States into Alberta, Canada, and then I came down into Yosemite and wound up in Cheyenne, Wyoming, grabbed a bus there, and then I went up to Calgary. And you know, for $99, I could get on and off the railroad as long as I headed in one direction. That's what I did. I just took off east. And I had some unbelievable experiences. Things that we can't talk about here, but things that were interesting. I took the railroad all the way down to Sherbrooke, which is on the border of the United States and Canada. With my backpack and my strong legs and feet, I took off for Boston, and I hiked the entire trail all the way down to Boston, sometimes sleeping by the side of the road and having snow fall on me. Sometimes I just knock on people's doors and say, hey, I'm traveling around, and I need this place to sleep tonight. Can I sleep in your backyard? Go to the next house. And then somebody called and say, hey, do you play bridge? We need a fourth. And I said, I sure do, and I stayed there. One time there was a couple that had a limb hanging over their house, and they paid me $15 and 2 meals to tear it down. Anyway, I went all the way down the eastern seaboard into the south, into Mexico, came back, left for $450. When I came back, I had $175 left after 4.5 months. Well, after that, Jerry, would you please stop? This is not right. I should be giving my speech. Hey, you opened the door. I walked through it. I like this Toastmasters thing. So after that, I went to DBC, where I worked 40 hours a week, practiced volleyball 10 to 20 hours a week, and worked in the grocery industry as well, and I came out with a 3.76 grade point average. My goal in life was to go play volleyball at the University of California, Santa Barbara, and I met that goal and I reached it. After that, I took a break. Well, not really. I decided I was going to go off in the Peace Corps instead of going to law school. So I went to West Africa, and there are stories I can tell you about West Africa that are absolutely unbelievable. There was a hut caught fire, and they had these guys called sandmen, and they'd swirl their hands in the sand, and they'd say, don't put it out, it's not going to burn anything else. And you know what? It didn't. And these sandmen could predict the future. Weird stuff. So afterwards, out of Peace Corps, I went into the financial services industry. Jerry, you're embarrassing me. Would you please stop? I don't pay attention to him. So afterwards, I went into the financial services industry. I became a financial planner. And I was in the pioneering group of those people. As a matter of fact, when I first got into financial planning, there wasn't even that term in the phone book. It took 3 years to get financial planning as a term in the phone book. So afterwards, I went through, I built the second largest financial planning firm in the East Bay, sold that off in 1980, went independent for 20 years, then I merged my firm with the South Bay firm, and that went for 5 years. Unfortunately, my partner died. So then I created Life and Wealth Advisors, and that's been the name of my company ever since. And I've had just an amazing time creating the life event process and all these different things that people flock around to hear about, and I've actually become fairly well known on a national level because of this work that I have done. Jerry, stop! I have to apologize for Jerry. He kind of gets out of control sometimes. And I really want to tell you what's important to me is not me. What's important to me is my family. Now, this picture up here, this is my family we took on December 31st. And all these smiling cherubs, they're my grandchildren, and they're important to me. And there's a lady in here that I've been married to for 31 years, and she makes me a better me. So, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing really important to me is not me, it's my family. Thank you.